Hey, oh my gosh, it worked. It's so weird because like the one of my channels that has the most subscribers, I can't seem to do live with unless it's my phone. So hi, it's Poppy. How you people doing? I haven't seen a lot of people in a long time because I'm always helping my mom, and it's hard to get out. And my car broke down, so yeah, it was not the best car anyway, but it got through, and I got a lot of stuff done that I needed to do with it, but it's gone and it's in the junkyard. So, what's up, people? I hope that everybody's doing okay, and I hope that people are staying up and trying to, you know, navigate this new world of crazy that's been on us for 10 years. 10 freaking years almost. We've been dealing with this Donald Trump psycho world that we're living in, having no breaks from it, and just feeling like, I'm going to lose my mind. And that's what most of us are feeling. But how's everybody doing? I just want to talk about a lot of shit that I've been seeing on TikTok. Mostly women getting fired. Women getting fired. And mostly women of color. I have seen, excuse me, I have seen some white women getting fired. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. There's like a war on us as a country from within, and I wish people would stop participating in it. Like people who are hiring, like at the grocery store, they need to cut it out, and they need to quit with this bullshit of being so damn picky. They're like, oh, there's nobody to work. Oh, well, can we start with Tratify? Can we start with these weird ass, um, like tests that they have, personality tests that they have for people? Oh my gosh, too much of my boobs are shot. All these weird ass tests that they have for people just to get a job, like a regular, not a career. I'm not asking to be, a scientist or work for I was going to say the health department. Well, pretty much we've seen all the jobs that were significantly requiring intelligence pretty much filled with complete morons. So I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm actually not. But if you're having a hard time finding a job, don't feel bad because there's a lot of trickery and weirdness going on. And it's it's the opposite of what we've been trained um, and learning, that we are trained and learn in school as women to be aggressive, to be insightful, to be able to make a decision on our own. They do not want that anymore. That is not the plan. Okay. I'm just going to adjust my wig here. People wearing wigs. Who cares? Anyway, it's better than like washing my hair like every day. Like, I'm sorry. Ooh, ugh, I'm actually not tired. I'm gonna coffee. But what I was talking about before, Tratify, and they're called employee assessment tests, or employee assessment software. And they think they're slick, but it's so easy to figure it out. Okay. So, I mean, seriously, this is what people have to fill out just to get an average job, like at the gas station, the grocery store, the steakhouse, freaking anywhere. Okay. All right, look. See this picture? I don't know if you can see it from here. You see that? It says, let me get closer to the camera. It says wearing costumes. Okay. How can I get that in there? Wearing costumes. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Okay, and the answer is it's me or not me? So they're asking you, would you wear a costume? Now, when I answered this question before, I said yes, because I was thinking, you know, what if they want me to dress up as a squash or a squirrel or a squid? It's a grocery store. Yeah, I'll wear, yeah, me. I wrote me. Wrong answer. You know why? Because if you think about more like Nazis and the way that they think, what was the first thing they attacked? The arts, free thinking, you know, having a brain and being creative. That's why the Nazis' first thing they did was tear down and steal all the artwork because they didn't want people to even be able to fantasize anymore. Look at this. This one is another one about art. You probably can't see it. Don't understand paintings is what it says at the top. I wish I could show this better, but I can't figure out where to put it. It says don't understand paintings. So I do understand paintings because I understand that you don't have to understand. I understand that you have to think about paintings and interpret it however you want by using your brain, right? But they want to know whether or not you can do that because they don't want that. So it's me, not me. So I answered, not me, trying to get the job. Okay. All right. Another one. Things happen to me. Things happen to me. Which do you think the employer wants to hear? Not me, right? Nothing ever happens to me. I never get a flat tire. So you answer not me. Dishonest, of course, but that's what they want. Okay. My turn. My turn. Now, it's a person in a line. I don't know if you can see this. It's so hard to show this shit on there. It's a person standing in line, and they're at the front, and, it's your turn in line. So are you supposed to answer not me or me? I mean, of course I would answer me because, like, if you're next, you're next. What are you gonna do? Just walk to the back of the line? But apparently it's not me because they don't want somebody that feels like they're next in line for a promotion, next in line to be appreciated. So, no. Okay. Another one. It's a picture of a hamburger. Oh, God, I hate this. I hate that you can't see this. Oh, there it is. It's a picture of a hamburger. Okay. Plain hamburger. And the question is, good enough? I don't know. Not for me. I like mayonnaise and mustard on my hamburger. So I answered not me, but the answer is me because you're supposed to be just happy to get anything at all. Happy just to have any food. Okay. Here's another one. Okay, clearly it's over here. You can see better over here. Always wonder why. Always wondering why. Now, me, that I'm thinking, oh yes, I'm a progressive thinker. Of course I'm wondering why. Always wondering why. So I would answer me. That's the wrong answer. The correct answer is not me. They don't want you to wonder why. No. No, they want you to follow orders and do what they say. They don't want you to wonder why. They don't want you to ask a question about why they're having you do something. They want you to do it and shut the fuck up. Okay? All right. No overtime. Now, that's a tricky question. Are you supposed to want to work overtime all the time? Or are you supposed to just agree to have as little hours as possible? So if that's a cheap employer, it would be not me. Or if they're just trying to see if you're willing, then it would be me. But then if they think that you might be greedy and trying to get overtime all the time, then it would be not me. So yeah, no real good way of answering that question. Oh, resist temptation. Yeah. So I don't you might not be able to see it. One is a bowl of vegetables. Just, some peppers, some onions and some carrots and stuff. And all the rest is pizza. Resist temptation. Now, what do you think that would be? Does that mean that you are a little piggy and you like pizza? Or does that mean not me, meaning I can't resist pizza, but I will get the vegetables because I'm better if I get vegetables? Who fucking cares? All right. But I would answer resist temptation. Temptation. That's me. I'm gonna write that. Uh, here's another one. Discuss philosophy. Here we go again with the let's not be a positive thinker thing. So then that to get a job, they want you to answer not me. But we always grew up thinking that we lived in a free country and that thinking was good. But that's not me for the job because they don't want you to think for yourself anymore in this country. They just want you to go to work and shut up. So you would want to answer not me so that you could get employed. But if you were really a real American, like we've always been, the answer would be me. Yeah, I do discuss philosophy. Yeah. And, okay, so this bullshit is called Tratify. Tratify uses human interaction with images to create the fastest validated talent assessments in the market. They're mobile, easy, and go beyond just selecting your clients, your new employees. Yeah, it's a mind fuck and psycho. So if you're wondering why you're having a hard time getting a job, yeah, that could be it. And they have little sneaky ways of being age discriminatory. They're not allowed to ask you how old you are anymore. They're not allowed to ask you how old you are anymore. Just for the initial uh, part of the application. So they do sneaky little things like, let me see if I can find it. They have sneaky little questions like about being chatty, and wanting to do small talk, because millennials, they don't talk, they only text. So if you want to do small talk, like in the elevator or something, then you must be old. Or if you want to tell a joke, ooh, you're controversial. So if it says, do you like telling jokes, you have to say, oh, no, 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 I'm not on me. No, I don't tell jokes. I'm very, very serious. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're going. That's what is happening in the job market. If you really want to know, people are getting mind fucked over some petty ass jobs where, I mean, this much thought process should be able to be assessed by the manager, but they want to save the manager's time, so they figure that using AI with these mind fucks should be a good enough way to screen people, but it really isn't. It's not a good way to screen people. This is hard to see because there's a flash in there. But the question is, okay, so, you really can't see this. Okay, it says likes to chat in the elevator. Okay, so this man here is 60. Okay, this girl, she's probably about 20. This guy's about 30. And they're both looking away from the old man that's looking at them. And it says likes to chat in the elevator. So they're trying to basically ask you, are you old? We don't watch it. Yeah. I mean, it's incredible. Like the bullshit and the Nazi. It's still Nazi to me. It's very Nazi, based in Nazi propaganda and ideals. Art isn't my thing. Wow. They're really into that art thing, aren't they? They really want to know, do you like art? Do you enjoy art? So you would have to answer not me. Or no, you'd have to answer me because art isn't my thing. That's what they want to hear. But art is my thing. I love art. So yeah, I would really have to fight to get through this test to be just a completely dishonest person. So I got an interview, but I answered all like fake answers, and plus I said I was white. just to see what happened. Got the interview, didn't get the job. Yeah. They said, "Oh, you weren't available enough." And I said, "Yeah, I'm available all the time." Just the only, oh, how about this? The only day I said I wasn't available was Sunday morning to go to church. And ooh, that was too much. No, no, no. You can't work at the grocery store. Sorry, girl. You believe in God. I bet you if they could put that question in here, do you go to church? They would, that would be enough for them to say, no, 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 no Christians here. Great. Yeah, wonderful. So if people are wondering why they can't get a job, that might be it. So answer all those questions like a simp, like you don't have a brain. And like it's really sad because millennials like are under attack. Like all these apps and shit like this, like they don't want us to think anymore. They don't want us to think for ourselves. They're attacking the museums, they're removing facts. They don't want anybody like talking to each other at work. Like, did you know how miserable it is to work at Amazon? Did you know that they're not allowed to have music on? They're not allowed to have earbuds. They're not allowed to talk to people like in their family or while they're at work. They're not allowed to talk to their coworkers. Can you imagine how miserable it is to work in a hot ass Amazon warehouse where there's no music and you can't talk or laugh together? I mean, this man is that greedy. He had a $50 million wedding in Italy, but he treats his employees like literally slaves. That's slavery. No talking. Are you on the phone? I mean, they're doing everything but whipping them. They a lot of the time people have to piss in a cup like this because they don't give them enough bathroom breaks and they lose their jobs. And he just burns through the job market. He doesn't want them to have any job security. That's why he treats people so poorly. He's like, oh, it's fine. I'll just get more employees. Like some areas of the United States, they can't get any more Amazon employees because they have burned through the whole population. And they intentionally fire everybody for no reason. Right when they're like about to get a little bit of seniority, they get rid of them. Or if they hear they talked about something that they didn't like. Mm-hmm. That's some old bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah. So between age discrimination, genocide, the deportation shit. I mean, it seems like there would be a whole lot of jobs available considering they just deported a whole bunch of people. No, they're just gonna lessen the workforce and make everybody who has a job work like 10 times harder, which is evil and wrong. And I mean, can you imagine the flea markets and the money that ICE is making from all those poor souls who they stole? I mean, they're stealing people's furniture, jewelry, everything right out of their freaking house. They arrest them, they take them into custody, and then they ransack their house and take everything. And I mean, they're like selling it on eBay, pawn shops, taking it home, and then restaurants that they raid the whole restaurant. They go right in the freezer, take out all the meat, all the vegetables. They're home with their family. Talking about, I love working for ICE. We ain't never going back to the meat store. We're just gonna knock over another Mexican restaurant, or maybe we'll just, invade the meat market. What do you need, sweetheart? What do you want? What do you kids want to eat next week? I mean, are they going in their bank accounts too? I mean, what's up with that? Are they freezing them? We have so much shit happening that it's almost like impossible to understand. They took 6,000 people's social security numbers or ETIN numbers that had green cards or work permits, and they made them null and void. They pretty much murdered them online. It was like they took them out of the world. They deleted their social. Can you imagine having your social deleted? I can't imagine that people even understand that like when your social security number is deleted, it's like what are you supposed to do? And if they're just in detention for a little while, they come out and they try to use their bank account or something, but it's deleted. How do you even identify yourself back to the bank when they have deleted your social security number. The level of evil that's going on is so sick. It's so sick. But I don't understand. I mean, what's happening to us? Are we being drugged? I mean, is there something that they're putting in our water or our food? I feel like there's just such a low reaction. But it's just like from the moment Donald Trump got anywhere near the presidency, the level of evil and complacency with evil and just agreeing with what he says and the disgusting things that he does has been kind of normal. Like he said, oh, everybody was a rapist. People were doing things that, that as a group, they were not doing as a group. No, they were not. Far more women die at the hands of a white man every year and behind guns held by white people. So don't say it's all black people because it's not. And don't say all domestic violence is all Mexican people because it's not. And get your facts straight, okay? And considering that our president is a trafficker, a participant in illicit and horrifying crimes. I mean, why did he make $4 million $4 million deposits into Jeffrey Epstein's bank account? Why did he do that? Why? There's an article from the 90s where he had Ghislaine bring him a woman from England and he put her up in an apartment. And she said that she was trafficked out of that apartment. So he was profiting from that. I mean, we have to realize that we have a completely amoral and without an unmoored uh, grifter crook in the White House. He does not care. I mean, pretty much he was selling women out of his apartments and putting the money in Jeffrey's account and keeping some for himself. And then, I mean, he's selling steaks, water, gold shoes, gold cell phones. He even was selling shoes that were the assassination attempt shoes. Yeah. He was selling the picture from the assassination attempt, selling t-shirts with his picture on it, selling fight, fight, fight with blood droplets like hanging down. I mean, there's nothing that man won't sell. I'm just shocked he didn't auction off Ivana's bones, you know, just for the hell of it. Yeah. So we have no chance of that man coming to Jesus. So I just think we should all disobey the law. I think we should all just say fuck it. Because I mean, honestly, they keep building jails and saying that they can't afford to have affordable housing. They can't afford for people to be able to afford to live in this country. And then, when you have people with master's degrees living in a van, something's really wrong. And we have somebody who's a complete idiot in the White House and a complete alcoholic and the head of the army and the military. And then we have some wrestler's wife, the head of the education department. And we have some traitor, the head of security, cybersecurity and everything. And then we have some amoral, completely without, she shouldn't even have a law license anymore, head of the DOJ. Where will anybody go for sexual harassment? Where can anybody report anything to? He's got every department locked up. And I mean, if you think it's Donald Trump that's this brilliant, evil man, no. It's Russell Vought. He said, I worked for 4 years to make sure we could take over the government and never have to leave. And he is not kidding. So I just think we should just all disobey at the same time. Just say, nope, we're not participating anymore. If we all just stop, just a complete work stop, everybody, work stop ordering stuff online, no DoorDash, nothing. Just prepare in advance for like a week of work stop. Because if you stop the economy, you stop the drama. You stop this evil. We have to stop the economy. We have to quit. Everybody. Whoever's changing Donald's pamper needs to quit. Whoever's driving his car needs to quit. Whoever's flying his plane needs to quit. This is a fascist he is building and building and getting stronger and stronger behind, and these people are pushing and pushing him to the edge of destruction of this country. If you love America and democracy, quit. If everybody walks out en masse and he's only just standing there with Pam Bondi, Caroline Levitt, Cash Patel, those people don't do anything. They can't do anything for them. They're actually not allowed to drive their own cars. They're not allowed to just run around by themselves. They have to be protected. So if everybody walks out, including Secret Service, what are they going to do? Think about it. What if there's nobody to do Kristi Noem's face or hair or wipe Donald's butt? You think he's going to walk around with a full diaper? Like, you think Melania is going to change his pamper? No. Do you think he's going to iron his own pants? No. Do you think they're going to watch their own kids? No. Nannies walk out. Housekeepers walk out. Everybody walk out, walk out, walk out. We got to walk out, everybody. We have to have a massive walkout, including everybody that works in DC, especially in the White House, or for any of those crazy staff members, because no. Chefs, no. Bartenders, no. Refuse them entry into your restaurant. Everybody should, make the list of the staff. Refuse them entry because they're terrorizing your staff, their families, and they're starting with Mexicans and Latinos now, but everybody's restaurant is up for grabs. They might eminent domain out everybody's fucking farms. This is a money grab. They don't care. I mean, there's a reason they're trying to get us to all be avatars, because they want us to not be able to realize that our real lives are unattainable. So they want us to live through fantasies where we can have a Bentley, but inside of Meta. Inside of Meta, you can be skinny. Inside of Meta, you can be any color you want. But in this world, in this country, they want to make sure that they're the only ones that can actually have that shit. That's why we need to strike. We need to stop this crap. It's not a good thing. So, this has been the Women of Ill Repute Society podcast. And I hope that it helped some people that have been unemployed or unable to find work. I hope it helped you understand why. Because those tests they only want the weak, the weakest of minds. And if you're getting fired, you might be getting fired because you're smart, because you're ethnic, because you're brilliant. Obviously, having a brain is not the jam in this country right now. I'm looking at Denmark. Is anybody else looking at anything? I have no viewers, but I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some. People better start viewing. All right. Well, I love you guys. Good night.